My dear friend, I am Vijay Kumar Pal. I am an author, English author rather. I have written 11 books in Hindi and one book in Hindi and one Hindi and English book is going to published. So as we are discussing about the exodus of the Kashmiri Hindus due to the Goonism of the Islam or the hooliganism of the Islam, now I would like to tell the sixth or the seventh exodus of the Hindus from the Kashmir, the valley of the Kashmir, due to the unbearable ideology of the Islam, that is the hooliganism or the Gunism in the name of the cult, which was launched by so-called prophet, self-proclaimed Prophet Muhammad bin Abdullah. Abdullah was the misguided missile who distracted the whole world to launch a idiotic, superstitious, heinous criminal activity which is known as Islam. So we will see now the seventh Exodus. This is my book, Lest for Paradise Kashmir. I will tell you some instances of the brutality of the Muslims or the Islamic goons of the Kashmir, because every true Muslim is the goon or the dictator or the vagabond or the unsocial element. After reading the Quran, if he follows the Quran exactly, that he is the certified terrorist. I have no objection to this claim that a perfect Muslim is a perfect terrorist. As the Asim Munir, who believes the Quran, the every Muslim Asim Munir is the perfectionist terrorist after the Ziaul Haq, because this is the Hafiz or Hafiz Quran. Every Hafiz Quran who trying to follow the part of the this stupidity, that is the non-Islam, is a terrorist. If Taliban stated that they are the true Muslims, they are also terrorists. Every minister of the Taliban is a terrorist if he is doing according to the Quran and Quranic verses. Nobody is going to weird about the your AK-47, AK-46, because you have no inventing nothing except this. The Muhammad invented the stupidity and the foolishness and the criminal activities in the name of the Islam. So we will see the seventh exodus of the Kashmiri Hindus from the Kashmir due to the Islamic Gunism, Islamic stupidity, which is a perfect brutality, cruelty, and the terrorism. The Islam is the terrorism, perfect terrorism, and the Muslim is the perfect goon if he follow the Quranic verses, or he is the perfect terrorist. This real thing, or this the secret of the Quran or the Islam, every non-Muslim have to right to know, or he must know, that the Islam is a terrorism, and the perfect Muslim, the true Muslim, is a perfect terrorist or the criminals according to Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or any other country law. So all these Muslims which are living in the Kashmir and following the, or throughout the world following the Quran, they are perfect terrorists. And the Indian government should dealt with stern action against these goons which are true Muslims, because true Muslims are the terrorists, certified terrorists. So I will told you now the sixth exodus of the Hindus. Yesterday I told the fifth exodus of the Hindus. This is my some part of my book which I will read before you on my YouTube channel. That is Kafir International Organization, and the other is Vijay Destination. This is the sixth exodus in 1720 by Maula Abdul Nabi. During the later ruler of the Kashmir was the most infamous and notorious due to the cruelty against Hindus, a worst type of intolerance. In 17 20 was the Mullah Abdul Nabi, also called as a Muat Khan, a non-resident Kashmiri fanatic Muslim, was appointed as some Saikhil Islam, means a religious governor. In order to assert his religious authority, he asked to the Deputy Governor Mir Ahmad Khan to start a campaign of persecution of infidels or the Kafirs, Hindus, as the Kashmiri Hindus were called. In order to satisfy his satanic fanatic ego, the mullah issued 6 commandments against the Hindus. No Hindu should ride on horse or should Hindu wear a shoe. That they should not wear arms. That they should not wear jama, a good cloth. That they should not visit any garden, that they should not have tilaks or the tikas on their foreheads. Their children should not receive any education. This is the Gunism of the Islam. Islam is the group of the certified and organized criminals. But Mir Ahmad Khan refused to execute the mischievous decree. The mullah then excited his followers against Kashmiri Hindus. He established his office in a mosque, assumed the duty of administrator under the title of Dindar Khan, and let loose the reign of terror. The Hindus were tormented, their houses were burnt, property looted, hundreds of the Hindus killed, prostrate, maimed, and humiliated. They began to run away in large numbers and hide themselves in mountain terrain. This was the dreadfulness mass exodus of the legendary Kashmiri Hindus from their homeland or the motherland. 7th exodus of the Kashmiri Hindus. In the Afghan rule in Kashmir, 1753 to 1819 was a period of the cruelty, homicide, the anarchy. Rather, it was the reason of the brutal tyranny. The barbarous Afghan employed every wild, inhuman, primitive, ferocious, and cruel ritual method to suppress and suppressed Kashmiri Hindus. All anti-human order placed as per Islamic rule, as per doctrine against Kafirs, and on the head of the Hindus, stone were pelted on Hindus till it broke, and the unfortunate Hindu wet their filth. Their brutality and atrocity crossed the extreme limit. Extreme limit when Hindus were tied up in a grass sacks, two and drowned in a dull lake. The victimized Hindus were compelled to flee from their homeland or embrace Islam in the lieu of killing. Hindus by this fanatic doctrine of loot, sex, slave of Kafir woman as per the Islamic doctrine. Most of the Kashmiri Hindus went to faraway places as Delhi, Prayagraj, etc. Many of them covered a long distance on foot. Hindu parents destroy the beauty of their daughters by shaving their heads or cutting their noses and ever them to save degradation. Many Muslims could jump on the back on a Hindu and took ride as horse riding. Mir Hazar, a fanatic governor influenced by Quranic verses, used leather bags instead of grass sacks for the drowning of the Hindus. It seemed that Islamic theology made the people mentally ill. The Saraswat Brahmins or the Kashmir were also forced to grow their braids, and Tilak was interdictating. The Afghans are now remembered for their brutality because, due to the less humanity and fanatics of the Islamic doctrine, they were very brutal, ferocious, tyrants, and cruel. They thought the more cutting of the heads is good to pluck any flower. 8th exodus of the Hindus with the formation of the Jammu and Kashmir state and the establishment of the Dogra Hindu Rajput king 1846. Administrators and officials were deputed from Jammu region. Kashmiri Hindus enjoyed comprehensive religious freedom and social emancipation. Political rights of the Kashmiri Brahmins confined during the communal disturbance in the Jammu and Kashmir. Shops of the Hindu Brahmins were looted and also burnt out. 3 innocent Hindus lost their lives. After gain independence in 1947, a Qabaili or the goons of the Islam attacked in the Jammu and Kashmir by Pakistani supported. Shanti Doot of the Islam came forward in the valley and started killing of the Kashmiri Hindus. Over 2,000 Hindus were murdered by Qabaili, and one goon was the relative of Shahid Afridi, Pakistani cricket player. As he stated on TV channels, these Qabilis were Pakistani tribes, men and including Pakistani soldiers, according to local villager. Now he is 89 years old. Muhammad Hassan Qureshi clearly remember those days. A week before the Pashtun are coming, there was a rumor that the Sikhs were planning to attack Muzaffarabad. After that, we heard that Pashtuns are coming. Muslims in western district of the state revolted against the ruling Maharaja Hari Singh in June 1947. And there was anti-Muslim riots in southern Kashmir in September 1947. In the evening of 21/10/1947, and he climbed on a ridge to have a view of the Western Valley. He saw trucks were carrying Pathans driving down Batrasi into hill into Gadi Habibullah. He stayed up all night waiting. They came in the morning just before daybreak, most of them carrying swords. Some had muskets, others had just sticks. The Maharaja Guards had vanished. The first clash took place way down to Muzaffarabad. Gohar Rahman, a World War II veteran from the Buttergram, was in the convoy that crossed from Dubgali. The bulk of the frontier tribesmen, Wazir, Mahsood Tuti, Mahmud, the Malkhana, Yusuf Jais went via longer route but easier Lohar Gali route in the lorries and the trucks. Around 200 Islamic goons, Islamic criminals, tribesmen stormed Muzaffarabad and that morning and easily scattered the Kashmir King army. Tribesmen got down to looting and the Arjan. They plundered the state armory, set entire market on fire and looted their goods. Mr. Rahman says they shot everyone who could not recite the Kalma in the Arabic language. Many non-Muslim women, only Hindu, were enslaved, while others jumped into the river to escape capture. The streets were full of blood of the Hindus, broken buildings and dead bodies of Kafir Hindus. From here, after 3 days in Muzaffarabad, raid our column dropped towards the Srinagar with Salem River and reached Baramulla, where another round of looting and killing of the Hindus. Mr. Rahman was in the post of the convoy that headed north on foot Titiwal, from where they turned to east and went past Kubwada to arrive the outskirts of Srinagar. They did not face any resistance. Maharaja army has scattered and Hindus and the Sikhs had fled the villages. They only met Muslim on the way. Muslim women offered us food, but the Pathans never reluctant to accept it, thinking it may be poisonous. They would instead capture those people, goat and sheep, slaughtered them and roast the meat on the fire. One night the fires attracted aircrafts that dropped the bombs, killing 2 of them. Bodies are lying in the jungle in a large area as scattered. Between 26 to 30 October, the Indian flew enough troops to Srinagar to tilt the balance against the Islamic goons or the Pakistani invaders or the Islamic invaders or the rapist army of the Muslims. The tribesmen still had numerically superiority, but they were more adopted the guerrilla war than infantry-style battle. At that point, Pakistan tried to help openly these tribesmen, but British commander refused to do it. By November ends, mostly tribesmen were returned to Uri, where the Jhelum River gorge became narrower and easy to defense due to snow. Was there in 1947 in the Uri, and the Indian Army could not march towards Muzaffarabad. Hussain Gul, a resident of the Salozan village in the Kurram tribal region, who was in the paramilitary, was the part of that force. He says we were there to attack and recapture Pandu range with the Indians and had occupied during Ottoman. It was good victory. We were capable to occupy a major part of the Kashmir, but we still lost of much. His father, who went in with a band of the French to fight during the previous season, came back defeated. They brought back war, beauty, gold, and the some woman, as per doctrine of the Islam. Robber ideology as Male Ganimat. Gold was cheated by him by a Hazara businessman. These all were aligned with the Indian army, returned back to Gadi Habibullah with looted horse, cattle, arms, and many Hindu women. This attack of these jungle men tribes, the Islamic goons, from which Saeed Afridi, a Pakistani cricketer, belonged, traumatized a previously well settled and peaceful Kashmiri Hindus. It was also a sad disaster pattern for India-Pakistan relations. Major General Akbar Khan was the statesman of such type proxy war by Pakistan. Now, let us see the Sant of the Kashmiri Hindus and the Muslim respectively in the next video. Thank you very much.